Hey guys, uh, I know it's real late at night, but I wanted to make a video because I just watched this show and I I had to make a video right now because I can't explain like how I feel at this, or I probably won't be able to explain how I feel at this moment later. Uh, I've never seen the show Black Mirror before, and I got off the live stream earlier and I decided like, well, it's pretty late, but I'll watch an episode of his show. And I heard Black Mirror was pretty good, so I put that on and I just started the episode that popped up, and it happened to be season 3, episode 1, and the episode was called Nosedive. Uh, and man, uh, it was terrifying. I love horror movies. Uh, I I mean, I've never had to stop a horror movie before until now. And this one was weird. It wasn't like a super horror movie. I'll explain it to you. So, but I literally could not finish this episode. I stopped watching it because I got such anxiety. And I think it hit me personally, this episode, because the type of person I am. So basically, the the premise is it's kind of like the in the future there's a whole world, and everybody's like super nice to each other, and it seems like this like utopian society, um but the reason people are super nice to each other is because everybody has their like phones on them, and you rate people. So if they kind of like, if you were on Twitter and you liked something, you could give it like 5 stars, and that person gets a 5 star rating. And uh, like this, it affects your life in major ways. So basically, like certain neighborhoods you can't get into if you don't have a certain rating. Um, and later in the episode, it shows like you can't, um, like prices of stuff, like renting cars. You can't rent a car, or it's higher priced if your rating is lower. And um, it's just kind of a weird thing, because the reason it bothers me so much, I had got such anxiety watching it, is because I'm kind of a person that I don't really care what other people think of me for the most part. I just do what I want, and I, for the most part, I say what I want whenever I want, and I know that makes me an asshole. I realize that, but to think that like, um, that something like this could happen, because we're kind of on the verge of that right now. Like we do that to businesses and stuff. It just like, my heart was all pumping and stuff. I could not watch it because you kind of see this girl, and you can see that she's faking it, and everybody's fake nice to everybody else, and they get their 5 stars, and you can see when someone downvotes you or like gives you less than 5 stars, and like she at one point gets 4 stars, and you can see that it really hurts her. And I don't, and there's a guy that, at her office, that breaks up with his boyfriend, and the people at his office are, they kind of choose the side, and then they start downvoting him for stuff, and eventually he gets low enough, like at a certain point, so at 2.5 he's not allowed into work. And like she's the main girl, she is trying to um get an apartment, and all this stuff I'm saying is so maybe there's a little spoilers in it, but like I said, I didn't even make it halfway through the show, I don't think. Um, but the episode's called Nosedive, so I kind of know where it's going. Um, but I forgot what I was saying. But so the guy can't get into work. She's trying to get her apartment, and basically she can get 20% off her apartment if she has a high rating of 4.5. And there's these consultants and stuff that teach people how to get their ratings up, and um, basically people with higher ratings, when they rate you, it matters more. And at one point, she goes into the airport, and like in the airport, they can dock you, like make you, so it's a 5-star rating system. They can dock you a full star for like causing commotion in the airport, which that's kind of like today, where if you do something on a plane, like basically there's serious consequences to that. For like minor offenses, if it happens on a plane, then it's more serious. And because everything's based off this 5-star system, like your rating, it can really destroy your life. They knock you a star for 24 hours. It's only for 24 hours, but during that 24 hours, if you have a negative stars, it counts double against you. Like it counts like 2 people gave you negative stars, or stars lower than what your star is, I believe. And just like all these chance encounters, like people can lower your star, and she's trying to get up to like a 4.5 so she can get a deal on her thing. And man, I after I watched the episode, like I couldn't stop thinking about it. And in China, they're actually doing something like this where people are going to have a rating system. And at first, when you watch it, you're like, oh, well, that makes sense. Like, that's pretty cool. You would know if someone's a jerk or something. But then and like everybody would obviously be nice to you because they don't want a lower rating. But then as it goes, like, you know how people are. They like to bully other people, and it shows it in her office where everybody's mean to him, to that guy. And man, I just was thinking about what my rating would be like, and man, I would be homeless probably. Be, I don't know. Not that people are usually mad at me, but I'm not into pandering to people, and that's what kind of everybody in the show is doing. Um, but I had to go. I changed to a different episode. I stopped watching it, and the weirdest thing, since I realized I was on season 3, I went over to season 1 and watched the first episode of that. And the premise of that one is like a princess gets captured and by some terrorists or whatever, and the terrorist says he's going to kill the princess if the prime minister of Great Britain doesn't, or the UK, if he doesn't get on the air, like live on air, and have sex with a pig. And that was more of a comforting show than like watching a whole society based on a rating system. Uh, man, I'm just traumatized by that. It's like when you watch like a scary movie, people talk about you gotta watch a cartoon after to make you forget about the scariest movie. Man, I cannot stop thinking about that. Like it just we do like businesses are destroyed by like rating systems online. So someone can get bad service from some restaurant and then go online and go on Twitter and talk about it, and go give it a bad rating on I don't know what I forget what the rating site's called, but whatever it is, and it kind of snowballs, and businesses can go out of business from this stuff. And I don't know, and it's all pretty cool. The show really understands people, because I thought about it, I'm like, man, that's really what would happen. There would be bullies that get their high ratings. It would kind of be all like high school almost again, to where there's like a group of people that I don't know, that no matter how mean they are to people, everybody likes them, I guess. I don't know. Um, and so they're kind of running things. That's like the people with the higher star ratings, since their opinions of you are worth more. Um, they I don't know. They kind of run things. So people pander to them and will still give them high ratings, because when the higher rating person rates you, it matters more. So if you were to give one of them a 1-star rating, then your rating would go down. Um, I don't know. Maybe in real life, people would like just not care. I don't know. But it was terrifying to think about. And I had to come make a video about it. I haven't made a video in a long time. I'm sorry about that. Um, and I just did it live because I didn't want to go through the editing, and because I'm lazy. So I just had to get this off my chest. I might go watch another episode of it and hope that it's more calming than the last one, or maybe I'll try to go to sleep. I don't know. But I'm going to have nightmares about this show. And if any people like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's not like a horror, but it's kind of like Twilight Zone. That's kind of what it's like, because it's just like single episodes about alternate things that could happen, and stuff that you could possibly think may happen. So I don't know. It was terrifying, and if you're like me and you don't really care about what people think of you, I would I want to hear your opinion if you watch this episode. I'll probably finish the episode tomorrow once I calm down a little bit, but man, I just can't explain why it bothered me so much. Um, just these like people you don't know having so much control over your life. It's like how fake you can be to people is that is what that's how you progress in life, I guess. The faker you can be, or the more people want to be you, I guess, the more likes you get, and the higher you are in like the hierarchy of society. I don't know. I'm just rambling on right now. But I have to give Black Mirror props, because it was amazing, and it seems so realistic, like this could happen. Um, I don't know. But thanks for watching, guys. Um, I know there's not really much to this video, but me blabbing on, and I can see that it's not really high quality video, but I hope the audio turns out okay. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. Well, rate me right now. At least this doesn't affect my outside life. But I want to hear your comments. If you've seen this episode, tell me what you thought of it. And if you're kind of like me and don't really care about what people think of you, I want to hear, like, if you've watched this, what you think. So in the comments below, that'd be great. And I think that's all I got. And I think this is like the first video that I've done that's actually just bit my face. So if you haven't seen me, hey y'all. Um, but thanks for watching. Everybody have a great night.